Yo, what's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of December 2018. Scorpio, you have the Three of Swords right at the center of your reading in the month of December 2018. So I'm not saying that all Scorpios have three-way love life situations going on, but some of you might, because the Three of Swords is at the center of your reading. I'd say that if you're single, maybe you have more than one option to choose from. So it's like you, another person, and another person. Or potentially you could be interested in somebody who's already with somebody, or vice versa. Maybe somebody's interested in you, and potentially you might be with somebody already. But typically the Three of Swords would be the indication of a third party being involved, and that's also reinforced by the Three of Cups. So you have more than one card here that's an indication of three-way love life situations going on for some of you guys. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which is crossing your reading this month. So I'd say that some of you guys might be having some challenges when it comes to home life or family in the month of December 2018. I'd say that if it's not actual challenges with a family member, or potentially for some of you guys it's like an ongoing type of family situation, if that's not the case, then maybe it's just like there's a lot of family involvement in the month of December 2018, and potentially just could be a bit much. And that's pretty evident because December 2018 is the holidays. It's about that time of the year where we're going to be spending a lot of time with family, or at least some people are. But there are more than one card here in your reading, Scorpio, that does reinforce that. You also have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, which would suggest that there is a lot of involvement with your home life and your family in the month of December 2018. And some of you guys really enjoy your home life, so to have the Ten of Pentacles suggesting like some sort of challenge when it comes to family or home life, that could be sort of bothersome for some of you guys, because some of you guys really do enjoy being comfortable at home. Like, it's one of the aspects of your life that you really enjoy. So to have challenges in that area of your life, maybe there's like somebody in your family who's not getting along with somebody else, or just whatever your unique situation is, Scorpio. But I want to go back to with the Three of Swords at the center of your reading, because you do have Uranus, which is it's currently retrograded out of your sector of relationship recently, but it will move forward again on January 6th, and it's going to shift forward on January 6th, and then eventually it'll move forward so much again that it's going to shift forward into your sector of relationship in March. So in early March, Uranus will move forward into your sector of relationship. And Uranus is the planet of unpredictability, and I feel like it's really consistent with this Three of Swords, because the relationship aspect of your life is going to become a little bit more unpredictable over the next 7 years. So after Uranus shifts forward into your sector of relationship in early March 2019, you can expect, you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible when it comes to relationships, Scorpio. So, for some of you, it could bring some sort of change. I know this is a reading for December 2018, but I'm starting to look a little bit, even further ahead than that right now. And I'm not saying all of you are going to have a swift change of some sort in the month of December 2018, but some of you might. And it's because you have the Eight of Wands in the upright as your card of the near future, Scorpio. And it's interesting because in this particular deck, not in all decks, Scorpio, does the Eight of Wands look like this. But in this deck, there's this sort of a Cupid-looking sort of cherub on the card right here. So when I say swift change, I feel like for some of you that could have to do potentially with a swift change in your love life. And if it doesn't happen in the month of December 2018, then you might expect that to happen sometime after Uranus shifts into your sector of relationship in March 2019. I'm not saying that's, going to definitely be the case for all of you guys. For other you guys, it might just be the indication that you're just going to need to be a little bit more flexible when it comes to relationship. For those of you who are single, with Uranus shifting into your sector of relationship in March 2019, once again, this is a reading for December 2018, but I'm just looking a little bit more ahead here right now. Especially for you guys who are single Scorpios, you might want to look online. So Uranus in your sector of relationship for the next 7 years is definitely a good time to find, so maybe you want to give online dating a try, or maybe you'll connect with somebody on social media. But it's interesting because at the top of your reading, you do have the Temperance card in the upright. And, this is not a time of the year where the Temperance card would normally apply to everyone, because the Temperance card is more about everything in moderation, and this is typically a time of year where people like to indulge. So it's December 2018, it's right around the holidays, and typically people are a little bit more indulgent around this time, but somehow some of you guys are really going to just be able to be, you're not going to be led to excess. So I think that's really great. I think it's actually really admirable about some of you guys, the fact that you can just be around maybe so much delicious food or drink and still have a lot of self-control. For other you guys, if this is not, if this doesn't have to do with everything in moderation, then, some of you guys really do have great long-term vision. Sometimes the Temperance card could be that you do really have a great vision about your future. And for others of you, this could be potentially some of you have an important Sagittarius in your life, and that's really specific because not all of you do, and that's so that could be anybody. So for some of you guys, this Sagittarius could be someone in your love life, or potentially you're interested in the Sagittarius romantically. For others of you, this could be an important Sagittarius from your career or your family. And it's pretty interesting because, with this Temperance card being indicative of a Sagittarius, you also have the Seven of Wands down at the bottom of your reading here in reverse. And I thought that was kind of interesting because, not in every deck does the Seven of Wands have sort of a centaurish archer type of figure on it. But in this deck, it does have a very Sagittarian type of figure on it, so you can see that it's a centaur holding a crossbow, and that's exactly who Sagittarius is. So some of you really do have an important Sagittarius in your life, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse would suggest competitiveness. So this could be resonating in different aspects of your life, Scorpio. For some of you, this competitiveness could come through maybe if you're a single Scorpio, you might be interested in someone, but potentially somebody else is interested in someone too, and maybe you're competing for somebody who you're interested in. For others of you, it's like, well, maybe you're with someone but someone else likes who you're with, or vice versa. Maybe you're with someone, but somebody else likes you. Maybe there could be more than one person competing for you when it comes to your love life, and that's really specific. And obviously that's not going to resonate like that for all of you. But if you go down here to the bottom right part of your reading, we do have the Six of Cups in the upright, and that does suggest reunions and get-togethers of some sort. And I feel like some of these cards are really evident with the time of year. I mean, it's December 2018. We're right here at the holidays, so obviously some of you Scorpios are going to be getting together with maybe people who you haven't seen in quite some time, or maybe just getting back together with family, or it's going to be different for each of you. And right above that, you do have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and that would suggest you guys are in the month of December 2018. Some of you guys are a little bit perfectionist at work, and I think a lot of you Scorpios are really great at what you do. You're really talented. But sometimes you are a bit of a perfectionist, and it's resonating through this card right here for you, Scorpio. And I think sometimes that can take away from efficiency. So, it's okay to do a great job and you want to do quality work and be meticulous, but at the same time, you don't want to sacrifice efficiency. And then right above that, we just go, right to the Three of Cups in reverse, and that would suggest an affair. So I'm not saying that all Scorpios are going to have an affair or anything, or But the thought of a third party might be on either your mind or, potentially whoever you're with is thinking about somebody. And, that's not going to apply to any of you Scorpios who have a perfectly fine, well, nobody has a perfect love life, but, if you're happy in your love life and you trust your partner, then, that doesn't apply to you. But, for any of those Scorpios who don't feel that way, then, potentially, you do have the Three of Cups here in the reverse. You do have the Three of Swords at the center of your reading. Some of you guys really can't rule out the fact that there might be a third party, whether or not you're actually involved with this person or, your significant other's involved with this person. That's a different story. Some of you might just be thinking about somebody else, even though you're with somebody already. Or vice versa, maybe your partner's thinking about somebody, and once again, if you're single, it just suggests that you probably have more than one option. But regardless of what it is in your love life, Scorpio, the outcome for the month of December 2018 is the Ace of Cups, or in this deck it's the Ace of Chalices in the upright, and that's a great card to have. So regardless of what's happening in your life throughout the month of December 2018, I feel like you're really going to just have a great outcome, Scorpio. The outcome of December 2018, the way you're ending the month and starting the new year is you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel joy, some of you are going to feel abundance. And, this is a great card for your love life. And if you're single, this could be the indication of new love. So, keep your eyes open for somebody, Scorpio. If you are interested in somebody, make an effort to flirt, make an effort to make it happen. Whatever your situation is regarding love, Scorpio, you're going to be happy with your love life at the end of December 2018 and going into the new year. You also have a full moon on December 22nd, which does suggest something about spirituality potentially. All of you guys have different perspectives about spirituality. Some of you are more into, I'd say that for Scorpios who are not watching this video, they're probably, this full moon following December 22nd has more to do with, something that has to do with traditional or organized religion for some of you guys. I'd say for Scorpios who are watching this video, this is more about a divinatory type of spirituality. For example, like some of you guys are really getting into tarot reading, for example. Others of you are into astrology or numerology potentially, and I think this full moon is really reinforced by the position of the North Node in the sky for you guys, because the North Node has shifted into this same area where the full moon's hitting towards the end of December, and it's going to be there for about a year. So I feel like this is a very spiritual time that you're going into. I feel like some of you guys are really going to broaden your horizons spiritually over the next 12 months. And this also has to do with, very specifically for some of you, I'm not saying all Scorpios are going to be going to a distant location or have some sort of, faraway place factoring into their lives following December 22nd, but some of you really might, because sometimes when there's a full moon in this area, it's either indicative of something that has to do with spirituality, or it could have to do with a faraway place for a few of you potentially. But I think that's all here for this month, Scorpio. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you next year.